for all boat owners, this has to be one of their biggest fears. From January of 2021 to March of 2022, 34 derelict vessels have been removed from the waters off the Florida Keys. These boats were damaged in some way or just plain abandoned. Not only are they an eyesore, they also become navigational hazards to other boats. We were the victims to this, as you probably witnessed in a video of ours a few weeks ago. These become a cost to taxpayers and impact both people on land and in the waters. Each year, this removal can amount to over $200,000 to the county. Thankfully, there are programs to remedy this, but they are overwhelmed. And this is one of those boats now. Possibly one of the scariest things to happen on your boat would be a fire, or somebody else's boat for that matter. We were on our boat enjoying some time with friends and look over to see this boat engulfed in flames. The U.S. Coast Guard and Towboat U.S. arrived within minutes of it going up in flames and was able to extinguish the boat in a matter of minutes. Thankfully, we witnessed the owner was able to escape on his little kayak. We were told he was never seen or heard from again, and now this boat sits as yet another derelict boat off the beautiful waters of the Keys.
Oh, scary.
Monroe County in Florida is actually trying to remedy this, since many oceanfront homeowners have complained about boats anchoring just off the coast, and they have these abandoned, uncared for boats in their view. And I don't blame them. But because the program is so overwhelmed, here it will sit, if not months, years. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Enno.
And this is our Sailing Home Discipleship. We sold everything we owned to be able to bring attention to and support missions in need and create memories of a lifetime while on this journey. It was Mark Twain who said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the things you did do. Join us each week as we learn, laugh, and pray. And you'll never miss out if you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Once we arrived in Isla Mirada, we dropped anchor right across from Lorelei's. Not only is it a local hotspot, but it's also a stop for plane charters coming from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And if you've ever watched the show Bloodline, you'll recognize a few of the local places since it was filmed here in Isla Mirada. Most every night we were able to enjoy a sunset, and we found our favorite restaurant, the Bayside Gourmet. We tried their sushi and then their flatbread. But the best thing on the menu has to be their black and grouper Reuben. But this is the moment that I've been waiting for.
Babe, what are we doing today?
Preparing for 2 out of 3 of our daughters to come for a visit. And the wind will be picking up, or has been picking up, it's been raining. And when I pick them up in the dinghy, there will be 19 knot winds, tons of chop. They will be getting wet. Very, very wet.
The good thing about our kids is they're not high maintenance.
Yeah. They're coming in this evening. Lauren's coming from Massachusetts, and Amanda's coming from North Carolina. And our littlest, Jenna, won't be here. She lives in Alaska and just couldn't make the trip this time. So.
Yeah. Soon, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
But we have, we've packed rain gear, umbrellas.
I have raincoats for them to wear, and I'll give them the option to go slow and get a little wet, or go fast, get wet, and get there. So.
I'm pretty sure they'll just tell you go.
I'm pretty sure they will do.
Yeah.
So.
Yay!
We only had 3 days with our girls, and not the best weather coming up. But we made the most of what little time we had.
At the end. It's a nice sky workout.
Our girls were raised around lakes in the Arizona desert, mountain lakes of North Carolina, and even the oceans on the east and west coasts, and have always had such a love for the water.
Did you get that video of the shark?
Shut up. I hate you.
No, I'm serious.
No.
What to tell you?
It's you guys are being mean.
What?
You guys are being mean. There's no shark. I hate you.
And we even got to enjoy a magic show at Lorelei starring Michael Trix. He actually appeared on America's Got Talent, but was unfortunately booed off the stage. Then it was time to say goodbye. Being on this journey, I think this is the hardest part, not knowing when we will be able to see our girls again.
Once the girls left, Shung and Van Gogh showed up. We went to Captain Tony's and found Kayla's father's license plate hanging on the wall. Shung got to meet Cigar Elvis, and then we went and had Cuban food in Key West. We had paella. It was great. We made some new friends from South Korea, China, Indonesia. And then we had key lime pie in Key West on Pie Day. Bucket list. We went to the beach, and then we went to Fort Zachary Taylor to go explore some historical sites down there. It was very interesting to see how they lived in the 1800s. But then it was time to say goodbye to Shung.
So Enno just left to go help these guys over here as they were getting over onto their boat. Their dinghy capsized. And when I say capsized, I mean everyone inside went down. The boat started sinking. We have no idea what happened. We were just sitting here talking, and then all of a sudden we heard yelling. And it looks like they're trying to pull this lady out. But I think they've been over at Lorelei's. They sound like they've been over at Lorelei's.
So I was sitting up top reading my captain's book, and I hear a kersplash. I'm like, what the heck? So I look over, and there's a dinghy upside down in the water. I decided to put on my Captain America shirt and go see if I could help.
2 hours later.
They're still bailing out the boat.
But now it's actually above water.
Yeah.
So
I just had my first experience in flipping a dinghy. I flipped it back over. They flipped it the wrong way. The guy said, we had a rum front come through. I was like, a rum? Oh. He said, we're slightly inebriated.
Inebriated?
And I was like, no, I couldn't tell. But
Wow.
one over there hooked the line to the opposite side, and they put the dinghy in reverse and flipped it over. And then they bailed it out. I went and got her shoes, because her shoes were floating, and I got their seat cushion and took care of it. Well, I'm not quite Captain America removing debris from our anchor chain.
You helped save
I'm
some
Captain
lives.
Bimini Bay.
Shoot.
Emotional damage!
Yes, dear.
I need your help.
Of course you do.
Any day I need my wife's help is a good day.
what mess have you gotten yourself into now?
Well, I'm changing the zinc on our motor. The zinc prevents the rest of the motor from being eaten up by corrosion with salt water. And I'm using my fine marine grade tools, aka the noodle. This is a snap-on.
No. I'm gonna leave that at that.
So I need you to hand me some things.
All right. While I'm filming.
while
Got
you're
it.
filming.
Oh.
And don't let them go in the drink.
All right. 7/16.
7/16. And metric crescent.
Just gonna loosen this one, I'm not gonna take it all the way off. Yes, my tools are going to rust, but I will spray them immediately when I get done here.
So this is the old. Holy barnacles.
Holy barnacles, Batman. Sorry. Please tell me I gotta remove that whole thing. I might have to. There is an extra new one up there if you want to show me what the other new one looks like when we get done. And what it should look like. Because they are important. Zincs are sacrificial. This stuff will get eaten up before the rest of the motor. Trying to do this without strangling or killing myself.
I'm losing too much down below.
Let me put my noodle down.
You got it all done?
I got it all done.
Pretty.
New zincs. And we got a new prop that doesn't quite get us up on plane. The proctologist told me it would. It doesn't quite get us up there.
What was he called?
A proctologist. Don't normally like people called proctologists, but it didn't actually work as well as we hoped, but it got us there. So anyway, now I'm going to scrub the bottom of the dinghy.
Care to tell us what's happening?
Great,
With-
how you decide you want to film it.
Without using bad language.
So the doohickey,
While you were filling water tanks,
this hose split.
yes.
And that's our shower transom hose. And the reason
It's our what?
shower transom hose.
And what is that?
So we can take showers off the back of the transom.
And what is the transom for people that don't know?
The back of the boat.
So we get out of the water and want to rinse off really quickly. There's a shower right there.
Yeah.
Well, a shower hose.
So I had to go to the store and get a new one.
But going to the store is what?
36 miles away in 35 to 45 mile an hour traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Thankfully, we have friends with cars.
press the button to see what happens. Yes, it's good.
Yes, no, maybe so?
Yes, it's better.
We good?
We have to be very careful with this hose.
All right.
That's you, baby.
It's me. Okay. Another project
Yeah.
done.
Now that our guests are gone, we decided it was time to take inventory and prepare our trip to the Bahamas. We'd heard that food in the Bahamas is extremely expensive, and thanks to our friend Shung, who has a freeze dryer, we freeze dried a bunch of food. We have ground pork, we have ground beef, we had pepperonis, we had pizza soup, we had cornmeal, we had flour, we had eggs, we had butter, we had milk, we had cheese, we had vegetables of all different sorts, we had apples, we had strawberries, we have bananas. We got it all. We came very prepared for this.
Living on a boat is a full-time job, so whenever we get a chance, we take that minute to just sit back and relax. As always, thanks for watching, and tune in next week as we make final preparations to leave Isla Morada and head to Bimini, Bahamas, baby.